most of the rules are similar to Harry Potter. The differences include the fact that the Snitch, instead of being 150 points, is 30 points and is an impartial person who is running around with the Snitch attached to his shorts.
Folks who don't know, what's a Snitch?
The Snitch would be, in the movies, it's the tiny little golden ball with wings that Harry has to catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry has to catch.
Yeah.
Or there's somebody with it.
Yeah, now it's attached to someone's shorts and runs around.
Velcro?
Yeah, Velcro, yeah. And you gotta wrestle him for it, so.
Ooh, sexy.
Yeah. Really fun. Oh, we got some Snitch shorts right here for you.
I guess the point is for the Seekers to try and get around me, grab the Snitch from my back, and I'm supposed to grab them, push them away, throw them to the side, make sure I can do whatever I can to make sure they can't get the Snitch. I can't physically hurt them in any way, but I can push them, I can pull their broom out. One of the greatest things about snitching is you're allowed to pull out some kind of antic. If you get it approved.
Antic?
If you get it approved with the refs beforehand, you can do things like bring silly string on the pitch to spray at the Seekers, use water balloons, stuff like that.
Now, we won't tell anybody, but what's your secret antic as a Snitch?
I haven't developed one yet. I'm trying to get better before I get one. I'm thinking, though, I'm going to get a speaker and run around to the Benny Hill theme.
That's solid. May I suggest the nut punch?
I don't think that's legal, no.
This is the incorrect way I'm modeling to put the Snitch shorts on. You do not want to do this. That would be unsightly and really against the rules of the game and the spirit of the game, right, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So don't, whatever you guys do, no, none of this. So now talk to me about this broom.
So what someone told me was to ask you, well, why do you dribble the ball in basketball?
Do you dribble the ball in basketball to give the other team a better chance to steal it from you?
Right, so you make it harder in a way, right? That's the spirit of the game. And so it's the same thing.
Well, in that spirit of the game, you could say, why don't you run on your hands in baseball?
Well, true. But I mean, who runs on their hands in any sport?
Who holds a broom between their legs in any sport?
Well, clearly wizards do, and that's, right?
It's a really kind of weird sport if you're not in other sports.
This one, zip my pants up.
Yeah. It's a really weird sport because other sports you'll have one ball, and this you have 4 on the field at a time, and then the Snitch sometimes, because you have to focus more than just take the Quaffle and put it through the hoops.
The what?
The Quaffle, it's the deflated volleyball we're running around with.
What's that for?
It's what we use for scoring. There you go.
Okay. Oh, there it is. It's a Quaffle. So this is the main, besides getting the thing off your ass, this is the main thing you put through the hoop.
Yeah, the chasers and the keeper all make sure that they take the ball, they pass it, they run it back and forth, and they put it through the hoop, and they get 10 points.
Now, what are I saw what looked to me like little gray or blue balls people are trying to beat each other with. What are those?
Those are the bludgers. Each team has two people called beaters, and their job, they're the only ones who are allowed to touch the bludgers, and their job is to pick them up, throw them at the enemy team, and if you hit someone, they have to drop their ball, get off their broom, and go back to the hoops. One of the biggest problems when you're trying to score is the enemy team's beaters, and if they're getting in the way, you can't get around them. If they can just hit you with the ball and you're out. If your beaters come up, defend you, take the other beaters out, then it's much easier to get through and score.
Sounds like you need some sort of beater offing strategy.
Yeah, there's a lot of different strategies that you can use for.
Sorry. My bad. Emily, what are we doing here on the ground?
Oh, so we're sorting our trading cards right now. It's kind of a big deal.
These are Quidditch trading cards?
Yep, there's one for every player here today.
On every single team?
Yep, we just did a lot of Facebook stalking, dug really deep to come up with some really good quotes, and just helped put it all together, and then chipped in a bunch of money to buy all of them.
Emily, you seem like you're a very positive person and a real team player, am I right?
Absolutely!
Tell me, why do you like Quidditch?
Oh man, I think it's like a really great inclusive sport because they're all about gender equality and racial diversity and all that, and body positivity. So when I first came to Quidditch, I wasn't that athletic of a person, but they were still very accepting of me, and now I'm pretty athletic, so I think that's pretty cool.
Sure.
Introduce more fitness stuff into society and introduce it to people who would normally think that they wouldn't normally be into sports and whatnot.
You can see a lot of Harry Potter fans might not get out of the house much.
Yeah, right. But now this is getting them out and onto the pitch.
What is your position in Quidditch?
I usually beat, but sometimes if we need, I could chase too.
You have to explain for folks who aren't familiar.
Okay, so beating is kind of like a defensive sort of position. We take the dodgeball and we throw it at other players and get them out, whereas the chasers are more like the offensive players. They're usually the ones that score and throw it through the hoop.
I see. So you're basically just a sniper out there, just beating people off left and right.
Absolutely.
That's the second time I made that joke. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
I don't know. If it works once, why not try it twice? Right?
Right.
All right. So Emily, wait, what? What'd I do?
No, swipe right.
Oh, swipe right. For Tinder? What are you talking about? What's going on here? Okay.